Let's hit the button to record. Hello! Welcome. I am your host, Elizibar. I don't know why I've adopted that accent. This is Erica, of course, my City Heroes character. Well, one of many. But she got made into a little PNG tuber. And, you know, just, hi, hello, high five. Boop. No, alright, well, whatever. The stream will be starting soon. I just got to get the books out of the Totoro bag. I am over here saving on plastic bags, man, you know? Like, every time I go in there, Shopman's like, you want a plastic bag? And I'm like, Totoro. I don't actually yell Totoro at him, but maybe I should. Hey, XLG, looks like you were just in the nick of time. Woo, where I hadn't been for a couple of weeks. This is a big week. Let's slap some stuff down. We'll slap the DC Connect down. We'll look at that towards the end of the stream here. And let's set the Totoro bag aside. Get these books where I can grab them, and they will not get marked up by an ink pen. All right. Is that everything? We've got music, got books, got XLG, got Erica, got me, got the... Oh, we need to get rid of the stream starting soon. Got the DC Connect. You know, I forgot how the first one ended, but I remember liking it. So, you know, I'm kind of hype about this very silly looking comic. I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't forget anything else here. And no, I don't think I did. Let's see, let me go ahead and tuck this receipt. My receipt envelope. How are you doing tonight, XLG? You having a good one? You having a great one? And the rest of you beautiful people out there, you lurkers, Ninja Weasel, who's probably going to show up here in a minute unless he's playing Final Fantasy 14. You know what? I was about to just do the whole meme, and I decided not to do the whole meme. You're doing great? Great. Well, actually you said fine, but I choose to interpret that as great. Alright, there's nothing else to stall for. Let's go. I got a beverage over here. It's, well, it was a lemonade. Now I poured a Diet Mountain Dew in the glass, but it had ice, you know. Hey, PepsiCo, if you would like to sponsor me and send me a free 1 bottle of Diet Mountain Dew a week, I will continue to mention Diet Mountain Dew. Or Mountain Dew Zero if you want to sell that instead. There's like a little speck of dust or something right there that will not come up. There we go. Alright. Sometimes that dust gets baked in there, you know? Baked right into the crust. That's a reference somebody's gonna get. Oh, lordy. Let me get my free books out of here. That looks like it. Do the little swip swap. Whack the camera. Good job, me. There we go. And let's go. Let's talk about comic books. That's what we're here for. It says, I'm pretty sure the title down below, New Comic Book Day, NCBD. Well, I get my comic books at Graham Crackers, and when you go to Graham Crackers on a Wednesday, you get not 1, not 2, but 3 books for free out of the dollar bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin. Inflation is killing us all. And so we got 3 free books here. You've seen the cover of one. So let's look at that one first. So I don't know what this is. I went in the store, my shop man had a stack, and he just handed me the stack. It was just like, which included my free books for the week. You know, normally, normal people get to look through like the 20 bins that are on the table. You know, there's like 2,000 comic books sitting there waiting for you to look at. But sometimes my shop man, he's just like, Elizibar, he needs this. And then he just shoves it in my hands, and then I have it. So he said, this is a very pretty book that nobody talks about. I have certainly never heard of Black Dragon before. I like the logo. And while I'm not entirely sure who John Bolton is, aside from the former ambassador guy, I see Chris Claremont did the writing. And the cover art looks pretty good. So this is my first time opening it up. That's great. John Bolton, the mustache guy. That's the one I'm thinking of, yeah. The mustache guy. Really? Really? John Bolton. I mean, if you look at him on Wikipedia, that's what you get. That is what you get. Let's, boop. There he is, right there. This is not the same John Bolton, I'm reasonably sure. Unless we look up, did he have a career as a comic book artist before he became a politician? Let's see. Attorney, diplomat, consultant, commentator, ambassador to the United Nations, widely, yada yada. Early career, he was in... So he was a supporter of Vietnam, but he didn't actually go fight. Huh. Weird. Attorney, politician. Yep, this does not appear to be a comic artist. John Bolton, comic artist. Here we go. John Bolton, illustrator. He's a British comic book artist and illustrator, most known for his dense painted style, which often verges on photorealism. I mean, this looks like, I'm looking at this, and I don't know, you're probably not old enough, but I remember reading, like, Prince Valiant in the newspaper, and this kind of makes me feel like that. In 1981, Marvel editor Ralph Macchio noticed his work and called him to work for an adaptation of Cole. Oh yeah, Cole the Conqueror. After illustrating Cole stories, began doing historical fantasy character Murata, written by Chris Claremont. This was published in Epic Illustrated in black and white and then colored as a graphic novel. After the fantasy series Black Dragon, he produced some short stories about X-Men's lives for X-Men Classic. This represented the first introduction of Bolton to the world of superheroes. He went to work on a book with Ann Nocenti. Oh man, I bet that's pretty good. First, I like the bowl haircut guy. Dude, I know you're just like asking this just to be like, oh, I bet Elizibar's not going to pull up like a picture of Prince Valiant, the character. Wow, that's it? That's the best picture you're going to give me, Wikipedia? Anyway, we all know Prince Valiant. I mean, what a phenomenal newspaper strip. Even like zoomed way in at a terrible resolution. Like Hal Foster's work here just pops right off the page. Prince Valiant was a really good story, or really good strip. Not because I think anything ever happened in it. Like, I don't remember anything actually happening in Prince Valiant when I was a kid reading it. Which I'm sure was probably republications of old strips, but it was always really pretty to look at. In fact, I think it was Prince Valiant where I learned where the origins of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday all came from. So there you go. It was educational as well as being pretty. Anyway, this is a really good looking book. And I kind of wish I had the whole thing. Wow, this fight sequence this fight panel on the stairs. Look at that. I can hear it. Like, looking at that, I can hear it. I can hear the shouts, the groans, the clashing of steel on steel, the thuds. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible right there. What a panel. Including the barbarian, what did the giant wheel in the middle of the desert do? Okay. First up, that wasn't in the desert. All right. Depending on the exact climate, that would be something like Savannah or a Sahel country. Well, I guess Sahel just is like what they call the Sahara in certain places, but like it's like Savannah country, man. It's like Georgia. Like you got grass. Now, in Conan the Barbarian, I'm pretty sure they were up north, and I'm not exactly sure what to call that kind of terrain once you get out of, you know, the subtropics and move up to somewhere a little colder, like Northern Europe. But that's the kind of countries. This is just grassland, dude. Plains. I guess it would be plains. So it was not the desert. But that giant wheel was to grind, like, what do you make a giant wheel for? You grind grain into flour, dude. Like they were cracking wheat husk or something. Steppe country would be, you know, that's probably close enough. Steppe country. Anyway, Ninja Weasel, it is New Comic Book Day, my dude. So anyway, Conan is pushing that wheel around, grinding grain, man. It's just, it's a mill. Have you never seen a mill before? Have you never seen a millstone before? Do we need to like introduce you to Seven Samurai so that you can watch like the old mill?
Ain't nobody but Sugar Pop.
I don't care if it's cereal. He stepped on my nut.
I didn't want to talk while that was playing. I saw it start and I'm like, I can't say nothing. Anyway, this book looks really cool. Shit, Ninja, did you see this panel? Look at this amazing panel. This whole book, like everything in it just looks really good. I mean, I'm just looking around at this thing, and I hear like the sounds out of Errol Flynn's Adventures of Robin Hood, man. And we got like demons over here, got magic. We got like what looks like classical art and stuff, man. It's not painted, but this is like Renaissance painting layouts. You don't see this very often in comic book art. Like, I'm trying to think, like, the last time I saw something that was kind of like this, it was an issue of She from Billy Tucci from back in the 90s. Like, this looks like you could just be talking about, like, some random Greek tragedy right here. You know, here's Paris kidnapping Helen of Troy while they murk her husband, you know? Or dad or whatever, I forget the exact story. Look at that, true love up in the top. Thou hadst been raised knowing nothing of thy true heritage, though it was embodied in thy strength and health. Thine insatiable curiosity, I ever prayed thy wanderings would eventually bring thee to a place where I could once more greet thee. Looks like a cool book. My shop man put it in my stack for me, so we checked it out. He also stuck this in my box, and I think I might actually already own this issue of The Spirit. Darwin Cook. You can't go wrong with Darwin Cook, man. Oh, man, you remember when Blue Dragon came out, and it was supposed to be like the big comeback for whichever Squaresoft dude went to make that, and then we all kind of forgot it existed? No, you don't remember that? Yeah, okay. Is it true, Elizibar, that you liked the ending of Chronicles of Riddick for the throne sequence that was reminiscent of Conan? I'll be honest. A lot of Chronicles of Riddick just feels like it didn't live up to its potential, man. I like that movie a lot more in theory than I do in its execution. Anyway, good old The Spirit. These are some great panels here. I was just like talking about that other book having like some great panels. But this is like a great page layout. I wish this paper wasn't glossy. I wish this was like matte stock, so it wouldn't be so shiny. Or just print it on newsprint. Why not? He's over here like interrogating this guy. He's got to run up the stairs. Look where the camera's placed in the stairs, making him look tiny and powerless because he's rushing, right? We got this dude looming over like the inmates down there, and now he's silhouetted in the hallway, and we're kind of looking up at him. He's like gaining his strength as he narrates. It's wholesale slaughter. The men's cries follow me onto the second floor. A chill ripples over my back. What kind of man has the nerve to pull a stunt like this? I make the door and slow it down. So he's getting control, basically. Like is where that's going. Oh, it's not a giant person standing up there. It's a shooter standing next to a statue of, what is that, Lady Justice or something? I got it. Oh, is it The Spirit? Was it titled Spiritu? No, it's titled Will Eisner's The Spirit, with a circle over here indicating that it contains action, mystery, and, also important, adventure. Anyway, that was a great page. I'm going to just randomly like flip around a little bit. This has got to kill Alan Moore, man. It has got to kill Alan Moore that everything he produces, DC Comics purchases. That has got to hurt him so much, man. Everything that man makes, DC somehow ends up owning. I don't know how. He goes off and makes indie books. Makes Promethea, you know? Writes some Wildcats. What happens? DC Comics purchases it all. Every last bit of it. Like, dude needs to like tell his chaos gods that they ain't doing their jobs. Oh man, that really dates this countdown ad. This is right before the new 52. What a great page over here. Honestly, this page feels like oh, there's a little Tim Burton in it. That's not who I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh, I feel real dumb. Ninja. Batman cartoon artist. I'm blanking. Bruce Timm. There we go. Bruce Timm. I just had to like start talking and it popped out of my head. Like this kind of reminds me of like Bruce Timm too. Like the way this guy's face is structured. Like that kind of feels Bruce Timmish, although the second panel doesn't at all. And that third panel just reeks of Tim Burton. But the fourth panel does feel kind of Bruce Timmish. This looks like, you know, the Phantasm getting ready to kill a mobster. Chucky Saul. I'm your angel of death. You know? I wish I could do the Phantasm voice. Man, Mask of the Phantasm was such a good movie. I am surprised that Warner Brothers has not tried to make a live-action version of that yet. All right. Really was. Can't believe it took a whole jillion years to watch it. Oh, man. You mean you didn't watch that? Like, man, I saw that at, like, the Dollar Theater. Like, twice. I bought, like, a little thing of Laffy Taffy for $1, too. Do they even still Laffy Taffy in the little cubes, like Starburst, except it's Taffy and not Starburst at all? You didn't watch it last year? Wow. It's the best Batman movie. And I say that as somebody who is really enamored with Tim Burton's first Batman movie. And also The Dark Knight. Like, I really like those two movies. But Mask of the Phantasm is a better movie. I also like the Batman Beyond movie, Return of the Joker. I wish they made more of that, man. I could watch, like, that style of feature film forever. It's a shame that the DC animated movies, like, I don't know, somewhere they kind of started falling off, like around 2012 or 2015 or something, and they're not as interesting. Like, I went to watch Batman Ninja or Ninja Batman, whatever it was, and I lost interest in it, like, after a minute. And that's absolutely preposterous. Like, it's Batman in feudal Japan as a ninja. What can you not want to watch about that? That's like everything you should want to watch. And yet it was kind of like, maybe I should give that a second chance. Maybe I should give it another try. It's been years. Gabriel Whisperfin Harrison, what a name. I'm going to guess that's a YouTube sub. If you're here, if it's not a YouTube sub and you're here right now, that was actually a Twitch sub, and you just gave me money, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, and that was just a YouTube sub. Also, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much love. The third book I got for free is pretty interesting. Secret Origins starring Halo and the Golden Age Batman. That's right. Not a regular Batman, the Golden Age Batman. Isn't that cool? So I'm kind of wondering, like, what we're going to get into here. Ooh. How will the Dark Knight end? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one writing the book. In the beginning, a criminal killed his parents. In the end, a criminal killed him. In between those two acts of dread finality, for 40 years, he fought the forces of violence armed with nothing but his gloved fists and his keen brain. And that time he went out with a gun and shot people, but we don't talk about that. He's forgotten now. The very Earth that spawned him is swallowed up by cosmic catastrophe and replaced by another Earth, a newer universe. So this must have come out right after Crisis. Let's see. Secret Origins 6. Subscription rate. Copyright 1986. Yes, this was right after Crisis. Is that right? Did Golden Age Batman actually get murked? I remember he had like a daughter with Selena Kyle and all kinds of stuff that they've just retconned everything from. So yeah, there's his secret origin. Is it really secret at this point? Like, don't we all know this origin story? Give me the jewels, lady. Blam, blam, blam. Mommy, Daddy. Martha, how do you know that name? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, it's preposterous. There he is, training and working out. Practicing, like, costumery and stuff. There he is. Batman. Oh, he just got hit with a blackjack, dude. Thwack. Way to go, Bats. Do more Batman stuff. We've shown like 1 million pages here, but that's okay. And then we get to Halo, which I don't even recognize this character. Oh, hold on. Is it true, elizibar, you're excited for the new Superman movie and you were hoping for a throwback to the silly antics of the 80s movie? Like Lex Luthor stealing diamonds and escaping in a hot air balloon. Hashtag Martha. Well, the first Superman movie with Lex Luthor is from like 1978, dude. And it's not really all that silly. They didn't actually get silly until Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, and then Superman 4. But frankly, in terms of, you know, what I would like to see, and you're stuck in an ad right now, so you're not even going to get the answer to this question, which is funny. You know, what I would like to see is just a respectful, thoughtful Superman movie, kind of like what the Superman cartoons did for 3 years. Like, why is it so hard to actually do that and not make it super grim dark? Like, Superman's supposed to be a bastion of hope and wonder. He's supposed to be the thing we all aspire to, kind of like how in Marvel Comics, especially in the movies, the MCU movies, Captain America like fills that role. He's like the idealification of what mankind can aspire to, you know, always making basically the right call morally, even if not necessarily legally. Superman's kind of the same way. So why is it so hard to have Superman do that, as opposed to Superman being like, and now I'm going to laser Zod's brain? You know, like, that's not very Superman out of Superman. That's Justice Lord Superman, which is an entirely different kind of character. Like, there's a lot of evil Supermen out there. Let's have a good Superman. I never did watch Superman Returns or whatever it was from like 2007, like whenever that was, that mid-2000s one. I never watched that Superman. I don't know if it's very good. Me and my friends, I think that was the same summer or spring where Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out. I think we were in Vegas. And anyway, we ended up watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on a really nice screen, and we did not watch the Superman Returns with, what's that guy's name, Brandon Ruth or something like that? Anyway, we didn't watch that movie, and I've never watched it since. Like, I'm kind of miffed by its existence, because it feels wrong to me still, 2 decades later, 3 decades later, to have somebody playing Superman that's not named Christopher Reeves. Or George Reeve, for that matter. Like, I think a prerequisite to being Superman's actor is you should have to have Reeve in your name. Like, why can't we make that a rule? So anyway, I have no hopes for that Superman movie. I don't know anything about it, and I'm not psyched for it. I'm not particularly interested in it. I'm not against it. It may turn out to be a perfectly fine movie, but after the travesty that was the Superman film where, you know, the Kryptonians were like launching dildo spaceships or whatever, like, I'm kind of out. And then Batman vs Superman, like, that was kind of okay, but there was way too much going on there that was just not fleshed out at all. I like Zack Snyder's Watchmen, because it was basically like, for the most part, panel by panel with the comics, with also an awkward sex scene in the middle for no reason, but, you know, whatever. Like, I kind of like that. And of course, Zack Snyder also did 300, which was visually very interesting. And then I also liked Sucker Punch. Is a stupid movie, and it had an absolutely garbage plot line, but visually, Sucker Punch was a very interesting movie to look at. But yeah, his Superman movie kind of like, eh. And then, you know, like Superman and Batman hit each other over with toilet lid. I don't even remember that. I do, however, remember the octopus and the spirit hitting each other with toilet lids, or at least one of them did. And that is true cinema right there. Absolute Kino, as they say. Yeah, I have no idea who Halo is. Like, I have no recollection of this character existing. I have no idea who her friend is here. Excuse me. Who are these people? Wait, Halo's not like... Any more words, octopus? Come on, toilets are always fun. Yeah. Halo's not the character they made to replace Supergirl, is it? Hold on. Halo DC Comics. Character's origin involves spirit possession, with an alien being resurrected and possessing the body of a recently murdered woman and resurrecting her. What? Dude, she's a Chaldean. She's a freaking Peacebringer. Fly has weird energy powers which have different effects. She can heal and resurrect herself and generate light, fire, holograms. She's a freaking Peacebringer. Is this where City Heroes got Peacebringers from? Like, when they're sitting down, like, oh, you know that's where they got it from, man. Amazing. Wrong. There we go. That's the right view. Cool. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Well, that's something right there. So those are free books. We've been at this for a half hour, and all we've talked about is the free books. Oh my goodness. All right, we better get started on the stuff I actually paid money for. You know, genuine, freaking cash money. So first up, Christopher Priest, Vampirella, $6.75. Once again, I'm going to say something like, I have no idea what's been going on in Vampirella for like the last 2 years, but I've been buying the books anyway. Oh man, somebody's a real comfy sleeper like that. Oh, someone's getting shanked over here.
Don't leave home without it.
American Cash. Ain't that the truth? Hubba. What's going on in this Vampirella book? Oh, she's like fighting a wolf in an air duct? Hold on. Whose air ducts have wolves guarding them? Ninja Weasel, write this one down for me. I need a character whose superpower is putting wolves into ventilation ducts. Like that. Make a note. Make a note for me. Remind me of this later. That we should have a character whose power is wolves and ventilation ducts. We can call them Wolfvinter. It'll be like a German guy. I'm Dr. Wolfvinter. And he just puts wolves in vents. And heroes never expect it. They're all like, oh man, we're going to sneak in and be so sneaky here through the air vent. And then they hear it. The clacking of claws. The skittering. As the wolf comes running for them. Seeking the only food it's ever gotten in months. The intruder. Dr. Wolfvinter. Right there. I love the cover, by the way. The cold skin and the deep red, which is flatted, by the way. There's no shading on the red. It's just flatted. It's absolutely stunning and striking. In fact, that's very inefficient, and the narrow space is bad for the wolves. You get much better results using stoats. Okay. All right. We'll consider wolf versus stoat. We'll workshop this. We'll run some demos. You know, we'll get XLG to climb in the vent. He won't know what's going to happen. And then we'll unleash the wolf and we'll unleash the stoat and see which one works better. Lordy. All right. I'm kind of rushing it a little bit because I like to play some City Heroes tonight, but also because the next book on the list is also a Vampirella book. I didn't realize it'd been so long since I picked up my books that I got 2 monthly Vampirella books. This one is also doing the cool blue and red, although the red here is a little deeper and it actually has shading and stuff on it. We are probably in trouble with YouTube right now because of the points on the Ghibli bits there. You know, shaky tail feathers or something like that. I don't know. I just work here, man. I just work here. And this one has swapped artists back to Mr. Gundes, or Gundes. I don't know how to pronounce that. So it's got that art that only he does. I've never seen another artist with art that looks quite like this. And, hey, it's our favorite fixer from the start of Cyberpunk. And just like we want to do to him, she throws him out the window. Defenestration! We should... I need a pop-up on the screen that just says defenestration. Hold on, can I make that real quick? Let's take the BRB. Hold on. Just pretend that whole word is on screen right now. Defenestration! Alright, anyway. We don't have any stoats here, guys. But we do have windows. You know, the city of Prague is known for having not one, but two defenestrations. Think about that for a minute. Think about what kind of city you have to live in to be known for throwing people out of windows. You're over there. You don't believe me. You don't believe me that this is a real thing. Well, it's a real thing. Hold on. Defenestration of Prague. See? Not only is it one, but there are three. Look at that. That's right. The first one caused the Hussite Wars. Uh-huh. The Peace of Kutna-Hora, the second defenestration. Is this wild? This is wild right here. However, scholars refer to this as not a significant defenestration. Like, how do you judge that? How do you judge whether it's significant when somebody gets thrown out the window or not? Right? Dude, isn't this like around the time that Kingdom Come Deliverance and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 take place, 1419? Like, isn't that like the same time period when King Wenceslas is around? Not good King Wenceslas, the other Wenceslas. Yeah, the first infiltration was this turning point between... Okay, hold on. A side priest led his congregation through the streets. Town members refused to exchange their prisoners. While they were marching, a stone was thrown at him from the town hall and hit him. The enraged mob, they stormed the town. Once the town inside of it, they defenestrated the judge, the burgomaster, and several members of the town council. They were all killed by the fall. That seems like a pretty significant defenestration. Just like this one. You know? This guy is going full comedian on the way down. You know, that shattered glass looks really bad in the book. It's not just on screen that it looks kind of garbage. That looks terrible. Is that just like... No, it's not even just like somebody flecked some white out there. It's got a blur to it. It's weird. It's real weird. So apparently if you throw the city government out of a building, out of a window, it is not significant. Now in 1483, during the reign of Vladislaus II, it was then that the party of the community under both kinds, fearing for their influence, carried out a violent coup. The old town burgomaster and the dead bodies of 7 new town councilors were defenestrated from the respective town halls. Defenestration. The coup contributed to the limitation of ruling power and prevented the resumption of pre-Hussite conditions. There you go. So, apparently, throwing people out of a window starts wars. Throwing more people out of the window ends wars. Now we know. We are learning. This is history. This is history in the making right here. And then 1618, which started the 30 Years' War, we get another defenestration. Let's see. I'm trying to see who got thrown out the window in this one. Four Lord Regents arrived at the Bohemian Chancellery after preparing the meeting hall. Members dissolved the assembly of the 3 main Protestant states, gathered yada yada. Okay, this is a lot of discussion here. Who got thrown out the window? Count von Thurn turned to both Martinez and Slavata and said, "You are enemies of us in our religion. We have decided to yada yada, yada yada yada." Then to crowd of peasants, he said, "Were we to keep these men alive, then we would lose either yada yada, blah 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 blah." Shortly thereafter, the two regents and their secretary were defenestrated, but they survived. Oh, are these the guys that landed on a dung heap? They survived a 70-foot fall from the third floor. Catholic maintained that they were saved by angels. Later, Protestant pamphleteers asserted they survived due to falling onto a dung heap. Yeah, I knew this story. Philip Fabricius was later ennobled by the emperor and granted the title Baron von Hohenfall, the Baron of the High Fall. I love it, man. I love it. We've learned all this just from looking at Vampirella. So yeah, defenestrations are serious business, and in fact, there is a superhero. There is a superhero from Section 8 that is his power. The defenestrator's power is he carries a window frame and he throws people through it. So, I know you're thinking, that's silly, but look, this guy is serious business. Paraphernalia, weapons, window. Defenestrator carried around a window and smashed it over his enemies' heads. He appears to suffer from some form of mental illness as he has attacked people without provocation. Though he rarely speaks, he seems to have some form of speech impediment. Oh yeah, go to the chopper. Anyway, there you go. Section 8. From, that was from the Hitman comics. Alright, anyway. I think that's enough Vampirella, unless we just want to look at the gallery in the back, where there's a lot of hubba, and you can't really see too much, thankfully. We may avoid the YouTube police because of that. Oh, lordy. I need you to just look at what's on screen right now while I flip through this and make sure that there's nothing here that's going to get me banned off the internet. It's time for my guiltiest of guilty pleasures. The book that's a train wreck that I can't not look at. Oh, boy. Okay, actually, that's a pretty cool spread right there. This is actually, strangely, a very wholesome book for once. Oh, no, wait, there's an evil wizard evaporating children. Oh, is he looking for the tiger? Is this like a Takitani and Shazam thing? I think it is. Like, so you got like the talking tiger thing here, and then we got like a crazy wizard. I think we're making fun of Captain Marvel in this issue. Yeah, we're just flipping through. There's nothing outrageous in here. Oh, Eric Larson knows my weakness for Kirby dots, though. He knows my weakness for Kirby dots. He's put them in this explosion. A Frackadoom. That's right, Frackadoom. Not a regular doom. A Frackadoom. Okay, then they arrest the girl. Yep. All right, that's it. There's not actually anything all that interesting in there. Yeah, it looks like Eric Larson just wants to be political and have a naked wizard for whatever reason. Oh my gosh, I am in love with the cover of this next book. Annie Oakley, man. That's great. One thing I like about the whole red coat thing here, and I gotta catch up on these too, like everything else. But like her, just like, not her, him visiting like different people throughout history is just a lot of fun. I'm just kind of nodding my head to the music right now. I pulled up her Wikipedia to scroll down and see if this comic was in here. And I don't see it in here yet. Barbara Stanwyck played Annie Oakley in the film Annie Oakley. Huh. Oh, dude, I remember watching the TV series. He's quantum leaping? No, he's just... This is just his life, dude. He's an immortal redcoat. And he can't die. So he just keeps going and running into different places in history. Like the initial story arc had him meeting Albert Einstein. It looks like we've probably rewound the clock by like, 10 years or something here to see Annie Oakley in her prime. But that's a hoot. Oh, dude! Hold on. I flipped past it accidentally. There we go. Look at the freaking train! Somebody just imagine on the screen right now, we got a pop up like this is Wayne's World or something. It's going like train porn, because that's what this is. I just got demonetized on YouTube for saying the P word, but that's okay. I don't even care. What a great looking train. What a great looking little action sequence, man. He's trying to escape with a bag full of money and the whole town is trying to murder him. Typical redcoat activity. This guy's a hoot. I thought his stuff was going to be real stupid when I first was introduced to it. Back in like the first couple issues of Geiger. And there was a book that had him like a short story and I thought it was dumb. And I'm wrong. This looks like so much fun. Look at her over there. That's amazing. I'm not sure if the likeness is too good. Hold on. I know there's pictures of her. Oh, wow. Check this out. Check this out. What a trick shot. I'd be hard-pressed to hit something looking right down the barrel and she's aiming with a mirror. Bruh. No wonder she was famous. Her real-life hair looks like it's a little longer in all these photos of her. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, her real hair is a little longer than what's in the comic. Facial structure don't look too wrong. It looks pretty close. I think they got the shape of the nose about right. The chin, it's hard to tell from that one photo. I think the chin's about right. This is kind of a weird angle here that they're taking the shot from. But I think the shape of the chin is pretty close. Her face might be a little wider here in real life than it is in real life. That could also be the angle they've chosen because it doesn't look quite so wide over here. Not bad. You know, one of the joys of that Elvira set of series that they had where she was jumping around through history and then jumping through movies and all kinds of crazy shenanigans was seeing the depictions of real people like Vincent Price, the cast of like Alien, like all those characters, and seeing how they were depicted in comic form and how good the artist was at nailing what they looked like. Oh, they're in a shooting competition. I think this is love. Guys, I think that's love right there. Finally, a challenger. First time I've ever been called that. Uh-oh. Are we getting some nookie here? Oh, they're having a great time shooting everything together. Dude, did I just wander into a romance? Oh no, we get a little bit of sharpshooting action towards the end of the book. This looks fun. Oh my gosh, I gotta just like take this weekend that's coming up and do nothing but read. I need to finish this Lovecraft manga that's over here. I need to read like the 300 books that are just piled up around my office. I need to do that. Like, this is getting ridiculous. It's not healthy. It is decidedly unhealthy. Speaking of decidedly unhealthy, she looks decidedly unhealthy. I think she's going to brain me. Yeah. So I am way behind in Geiger, like everything else. Oh, hey, we got Wolverine here. Totally looks like Logan. They are beating the tar out of people. Dude, look at that guy's teeth. Gary Frank, yeah, I thought so. Bruh. This looks great. Oh boy. Something is killing the children move. I guess they just exploded radiation. Yeah, they exploded radiation everywhere. Ooh. Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing, but it sure looks pretty. I'm a lot less. Well, that's really cool looking. Like I don't want to come off as sound like I'm not like, oh man, this book looks great, because it looks like it's a lot of fun. But so far this week, that looks like the book to beat right there. This Redcoat issue looks spectacularly fun. Now, oh, we're in the middle of an ad break. Hold on, we're not gonna advance until the ad break's over. Look at this little nerdy. Ah! It looks like somebody like squeezed a bottle of ketchup or something too hard, and it went bulging out because the plastic is weak. Oh God! Is he British? With a chin like that, he's got to be. That's that guy that had the bad teeth. Yeah, he's British. What am I talking about? It's not that you can't, Tariq. It's that you're choosing not to. How come her outfit has the little radiation symbols on it to hold her cape in place? Oh, she's like training him to use his radiation powers. What a face. Dang, yeah. All right, we got one more book this week. And so Redcoat is like the book to beat. Redcoat is the book to beat. I'm so hype. You ready for this one? That's right. DC and Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's go, baby. Which this is written by somebody I kind of know. I know him a little bit because he's a friend of an old friend that I don't talk to that much, Ian Flynn. He's been writing the Sonic comic for like 20 years. From red coat to blue coat, ain't that right? Look, he's got that chili dog, man. Sonic is ready to go. Apocalypse has showed up with, you know, whatever. A world known for its fanciful terrain, miraculous wonders, and now unspeakable horrors. Chaos Crisis Part 1. Oh, look at them jobbing into those parademons, man. Oh, Knuckles is tanking like... Is that supposed to be the Omega Beams? There's no way that's the Omega Beams. And Knuckles is tanking it? Bruh. Oh, there's the Flash showing up. Yeah, I think the funny thing is, like, the Mobians, they're just naturally that way. They're not special, right? Whereas in the DC universe, all these characters are special. Dude, I really like the way Cyborg looks. I like the way his little holograms look. That is a cool, like, glowing effect. Hey, it's freaking Silver the Hedgehog. Oh no, are they going to talk about her flying jet? Yes, they do! Your car can fly? That's nothing, you can fly. There's something to be said for piloting. I love flying my invisible jet too. You have an invisible jet! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Book of the week. I think this came out like 2 weeks ago, but for me, this is the book of the week. Just for that middle panel, right there. Excuse me, sorry for sniffling. At least I muted in time before I started clearing my throat. I have been talking a lot. Hey, I was just talking about Batman Ninja. Apparently they made a sequel. Or if it's any good. You know, maybe that's what we should hang out and watch. Batman Ninja and then the sequel. It would certainly keep me from having to subject you all to MD Guys 2, wouldn't it? So yeah, the cover thing is like what I'm hype about in here. And we got a couple preview pages and they look fan-freaking-tastic, dude. I love it. Oh, that's it? We just ended there? Okay, well. I was hoping for a little more. Apparently Absolute Batman is about to meet Absolute Bane. So, you know, you might be into that, Ninja. You might be into that. Absolute Martian Manhunter, All In, whatever. Oh my gosh, I intentionally did not look for it, but that Harley Quinn, like fart comic actually is real, and I've seen multiple pages on Twitter. If you keep threatening me with you guys too, I'm gonna have to threaten you with kills. No! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm weighing this in my mind, Ninja. It could be worth the personal pain to inflict that on XLG because he's Canadian. Your terms are acceptable. Your terms are acceptable. That's usually sure. We'll watch them back to back. We'll do both because I think MD Guys 2 is only like 60 minutes long, so we'll do them both. Oh Lord. I don't know what this is, but that looks cool. Sandwich. Is that based on the TV series? I guess we could have read the text and found out, but we're not going to do that. We don't roll that way. Hey, look at that. We've already got a trade paperback collection of Absolute Batman Volume 1. Look at that chest. Absolute squareness. Yeah, okay. I think we're done. I think we're done. We're going to leave that up, though, 'cause that's kind of cool. I am going to go get City Heroes ready. So I will see you all in a minute with a different thing on screen. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. XLG's saying bye. What are you saying bye for? I'm going to be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Sheesh. If you're watching this on YouTube, on the delayed show, thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much.